emails, of text messages that we've worked very hard on in this committee over the last 8 or 9 months. We expect to depose the president's son, and then we will be more than happy to have a public hearing with him. With that, I'll turn it over to Chairman Jordan.
Well, I would just echo what the chairman said. You know, we're disappointed that he didn't show up. I mean, he was just across the way at the Capitol. You think he could have come here and sat for questions. If you do it in an open format now, you're going to get filibusters. You're going to get speeches. You're going to get all kinds of things. What we want is the facts, and the way you get the facts in every single investigation I've been involved in is you bring people in for an interview behind closed doors where you can get those facts. And then, as the chairman said, we'd love for him to come public. Finally, I would say this. Mr. Biden's counsel and the White House have both argued that the reason he couldn't come for a deposition was because there wasn't a formal vote for an impeachment inquiry. Well, that's going to happen in a few hours. We think it's going to pass. We think the House of Representatives will go on record with the power that solely resides in the House to say we are in an official impeachment inquiry phase of our oversight. And when that happens, we'll see what their excuse is then. They should have been here today, but once we take that vote, we expect him to come in for his interview, for his deposition. And frankly, we'll also, I think, look at contempt proceedings as we move forward. With that, we'll take your question.
Why not just call his bluff? I mean, he's here. He's obviously not wanting to sit for a deposition. This could be one chance you get to hear from him. Why not just call his bluff and see if he's willing to sit?
Because there's a way you do investigations, there's a way you're not. Everyone I've been involved with, from clear back to the IRS targeting conservatives, to Benghazi, to the impeachments before, everyone, you do it in a way where they come in for private. This is what the Democrats did. Don Jr. had to testify twice in a deposition setting, 2 different committees. But somehow that doesn't apply to the Biden family? That's not how it works in our country. It's supposed to be equal treatment, the same treatment under the law.
Mr. Biden said that his father had no involvement in his business dealings, period. How do you respond?
That's not what Devin Archer said. There was telephone, phone calls, meetings, dinners, you name it. We know what happened with Burisma in Ukraine in that December 4th through December 9th time frame, where Joe Biden goes and leverages, conditions the American tax money on the firing of the prosecutor who was looking in to the executives of the very company Hunter Biden was on the board of. We know those facts.
Remember, Joe Biden said he never met with any of these people or talked to any of these people. That was the narrative before we began this investigation. Now we know he met with and talked to every single one of them. So the president hasn't been honest about his associations with these people who have been wiring millions and millions of dollars to Hunter Biden and the Biden family. Look, I think every American has a simple question. What did the Bidens do to receive the tens of millions of dollars from our enemies around the world? That's a simple question.
But Chairman Comer, do you acknowledge that you haven't answered that question and that you found no evidence of wrongdoing or criminal conduct?
We found some very serious evidence that you look at. No. The checks. There's 2 checks to Joe Biden from his brother that the money to give Joe Biden was through influence peddling. One was through the American. You have to touch it. No. Listen.
Loan repayments that we all saw. We showed you the loan documents.
That is. You don't understand loan documents. I do. Okay. If I wrote you, if you pay me back $240,000 for a loan repayment, I should have a check going to you for $240,000.
Joe Biden's attorneys of inventing
the law firm that represented all the shell companies.
Money.
That represented all the shell companies.
You think those lawyers have?
What do you think? You're defending them. I mean, you're acting as the
That's just a
criminal
very
defense
serious
attorney.
crime to accuse
Are you positive that money came from Joe Biden?
I mean,
You've read it? Are
the
you
money,
positive?
the same bank account.
Look, we have a lot of questions. Next question.
Are you going forward with contempt?
I'll let you.
There's a process you have to follow. You have to file a report. So we will begin looking at that. Both the lawyers for the Oversight Committee, the lawyers for the Judiciary Committee will move in that direction. But look, when Congress asks you to come, you're supposed to come and testify.
Devin Archer
Thank you.
testified.
Last thing, we also found checks from one of Hunter Biden's shell companies that were going into an account for Joe Biden
But we
monthly.
showed that
They
that
said
was a
that was
loan-
a
that was
loan
loan-
repayment.
that was
Oh
a
yeah,
loan
everything's a loan
repayment for
repayment.
$1,800 for a Ford
why did
Raptor,
Hunter
which was-
Biden will have an opportunity in deposition
But
to
Chairman,
come
that
in
was
and explain that?
memorialized in emails that you guys leaked from Hunter Biden's laptop.
Thank you.
I would like to have asked Hunter Biden about Mann Act violations, sex trafficking women across state lines.
Thank you all very much. Thank you.
That